Hello guys, what is up? Survive Combats here, back again with another Call of Duty video. Today we'll be making a response video to one of my friends, Renegade Operative. He made a video about Call of Duty regarding realism in war, and I thought I'd actually bring some discussion onto the table. So before we actually start, I would like to clarify some things. 1. The game I'm playing, of course, is Modern Warfare 2, and I'm on the mission Homeland Security on Veteran. 2. I am very biased towards this game, as this is looking to be the best Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. I've actually hated every new edition of Call of Duty since Advanced Warfare in 2014. I have been a disgraced fan for 5 years now, and this is the only COD in that time frame that has me legitimately excited and hyped. I have a lot of history with this series, and I love what they're doing with the game. 3. I will be talking about the white phosphorus controversy and touch on points I made on the story again from my last Call of Duty video. So let's talk about how this all started. Of course, like I said in the beginning, my friend Renegade Operative made a video based on the white phosphorus controversy that's happening at the moment. To sum it all up, people are triggered because one of the kill streaks in the multiplayer section of Modern Warfare 2019 is white phosphorus airstrikes. Now, what is white phosphorus? It's an incendiary weapon used to burn people. Now, people have been bitching and crying saying that it's offensive to have WP as a kill streak and it is against Geneva Conventions. Well, actually, as you can see here, this can only be strictly used for military targets, which multiplayer is military versus military. There are no civilians in multiplayer, so that argument is totally wrong. Now, what did Infinity Ward say about this situation? Well, developer of Infinity Ward, Jeff Smith, said, "We had nukes in the previous games," and in the VG 24/7 article it says this. Smith also pointed out that the previous Call of Duty games had game-ending nukes, but it didn't quite generate the same reaction white phosphorus is getting now. Which is true. Why not cry about the tactical nukes back then and even now? I mean, as you can see in the end of the multiplayer trailer, there's a game-ending nuke. Well, I know why. It's to stir controversy. Now see, there's no valid points when talking about this new Call of Duty. Nobody is talking about the COD points or how far Activision will go with the microtransaction. No. We have to talk about the real villain in this game. White fucking phosphorus. It's really unbelievable that people are triggered about this shit. Like, I saw Shroud's multiplayer gameplay, and I swear, I am so excited about this fucking game. Health regen is gone, 2 body shots and 1 headshots will kill you, minimap is gone, and also the guns look, sound, and feel so fucking amazing. I'm seriously impressed with the multiplayer, as well as thousands of others like me who hated what COD became. Now, this is the only COD that is really shaping up to be the very best. Of course, another thing I touched on in Ren's comment section is, of course, the story. Ren's video was about the realism in war. He brings up so many great points, and this quote is one of my favorites. Let's show the quote.
War propaganda. Oh, this is stuff we don't want to see. The reality is the truth hurts people. They don't want to see the truth, even though a lot of people are pining for realism in this regard. You want realistic things in your video games. You want realistic storytelling. You're getting it, and now you are shying away from the entire prospect because the truth hurts. You can't understand that the truth is real with war, that some people do some really fucked up things on the battlefield, but they're fighting for their country. They're fighting for their own beliefs. There are terrorism issues that come into other countries. People get bombed, innocent people die. It's not the most pretty thing. It is a saddening thing to see a population entirely scarred by a horrific event, but that is terrorism that is war, and people come in and they fight to gain some sort of authority there. At the end of the day, despite the realistic adaptations of real life war, this is all gaming entertainment under a fictional space. So why does it bother you that much to see some realistic depictions in a video game?
This is true on so many levels. When it's horror games, we want realism like Resident Evil 2. When it's shooters, we want military simulations like Arma, or tactical shooters like Siege. When it's survival, we want Rust. But when we want to tell a story that is controversial, no, we have to stop right there. Why? Is it that you guys cannot fathom that real people die in war every fucking day? Telling Infinity Ward that they're pro-war, which actually the Modern Warfare series has a lot of anti-war messages, especially when you die in the single player. Like seriously, it makes no sense. Like shit happens in the real world, and to have players experience this and know that war is not this glorious and beautiful thing that should be fucking hailed. In the comments section to Renegade, I said this: it's just like going from COD 3 to World at War. You went from average World War II game to one of the most realistic depictions of World War II that hasn't been rivaled since. What did World at War give us? It gave us gore. It gave us characters that you cared about, like Reznov, who is actually one of the most iconic characters in video game history. Quote unquote heroic American war, and the brutality that was the Russian side. Russians weren't perfect in that game. They killed surrendering Germans. Americans used flamethrowers to burn the Japanese out of the trees and bunkers. Now in my last video, I referenced World at War heavily because Modern Warfare 2019 feels like a modern day World at War tone-wise. I love the thought of experiencing war as a child. I love the idea of making hard decisions on who to kill and who not to kill. These subjects need to be brought up upon. How can we ever make great stories if we were so fucking offended? I mean seriously, you little pieces of shit are offended by every fucking thing that happens. There are people like Dean Takahashi who spout all this bullshit and get triggered over nothing. Let me tell you something. This is the first COD I've been excited for 5 years. 5 fucking years. And I'll be damned if I will have you goddamn people ruin this experience for me. I'm gonna actually ask you this. What is this? This rating right over here. M? M for mature, right? Get this through your fucking skulls. If you guys can't handle the themes of real war and want to experience war like some fairy tale shit, go fucking play Fortnite, you dense fucks. I'm so sick and tired of you people. I'm legit so excited for this game, and I want this to be the best Call of Duty I've ever played. And you guys are ruining it for everybody. Now, Infinity Ward did respond to people regarding the censorship. Quote is, to be very clear, we're making the exact game we want to make, and we can't wait until October 25th. I am so happy that Infinity Ward is putting their foot down. They probably learned from everybody else like Blizzard. When you start the snowball effect of pandering, they'll just ask for more and more and more until the game is nothing but a pile of shit. Now, that is all I have for the discussion. So please check out the original video by Renegade Operative. Please subscribe to him as he makes a lot of great discussions and ones that are way better than mine. He also hosts the Infinite Ammo podcast, so please go over to the IAS YouTube channel and subscribe to them. All the links will be provided into the description, including articles and channels. Do you have something to add to the conversation? Do you agree or disagree? Well, comment down in the comment section as I read all and try to respond to everybody's comments. Please show Infinity Ward that you are for this new style to Call of Duty Modern Warfare with their Twitter handle @InfinityWard. Subscribe for more content as I'll be making more. Follow my Twitter @SurviveCombat, and please join my Discord as we have all kinds of memes, discussions, and other things. Thank you all for watching, enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and goodbye, my fellow combatants.
2-1, be advised, enemy drone has noticed you, over. Nice one, over. Enemy drone is firing directly on your position, Hunter 2-1, over. Hunter 2-1, be advised, enemy drone has noticed you, over. Good job, team. Nice one, chopper down.